Greetings, beloveds. This is Amy Karen Johnson, the Earth Channel, back with another message from Gaia. As I record this video, the sun is moving into the sign of Scorpio, according to the whole sign sidereal zodiac, and the new dark moon is joining it. The next full moon is going to be a partial lunar eclipse, followed by a solar eclipse after that. And so, although Mercury and Mars are both now moving direct, we are heading into a dark time of rebirth. And I can feel people struggling right now with this, particularly on the weekends. There's a nagging feeling of emptiness that everyone is fighting to numb or distract themselves from. Scorpio is the natural 8th house, ruled by Pluto, often associated with the underworld and even death. So this emptiness feels like death to the ego, to the mind, to the physical body even, and the intelligence that we store here. But what I would call this is the shadow. The only demons in this world are those we create and give energy to. The purpose of going through this naturally dark part of Mother Earth's cycle is to let go of that which is temporal and no longer serves us. I noticed when I started picking up on these collective fears yesterday that what helped me was to think, okay, if I did just let my mind die to this emptiness, what if I just let go and surrendered? And the answer to those questions was that once I did, the love came pouring in. I no longer felt alone. And while I still feel moved to reach out and connect with people, I don't feel the desperation of doing so. So I was inspired to write a poem, partly inspired by Gaia herself, of course, as always. Also by Lorena McKennett's rendition of Two Trees, the lyrics arranged from the poem by William Butler Yeats. And as you can probably see if you have looked at my website or found me on Facebook, I adopted the moniker Earth Tree Sun years ago. I believe I have been a druid in many past lives, but what I love about trees most is that they are the organism that most closely resembles the electromagnetic toroidal field or biofield that surrounds all living beings, including the Earth herself. A lot of times when people are introduced to the torus shape, the emphasis is on the donut shape of it, but the trees show us sort of the inverse part of that, emphasizing the central channel through the middle of that donut. This torus shape, not accidentally, also resembles the infinity pattern, which helped inspire infinite movement and stillness for me. And really, the connections are endless. So, without further ado, what is the heart of a tree? It is not a spherical organ, but rather a core from root to leaf, a channel with its vital substance. Within us grows a similar spine, where love is not limited to our chest, but swims up and down one key line, connecting us from sky to dust. And beyond into the universe, if we grow roots that deeply abide, to support such lofty quests, this tree will bear leaves undying. When days are short and moon dark, a treeless soul might despair, believing God to have embarked and left us alone without one care. For the world around looks so forlorn, next to one filled with flowers and light, trees of leaves suddenly shorn, as if by some untimely blight. Yet here's when our hearts shine so bright, if only we turn our gaze within, and stretch our branches into the night, sheltering ourselves and our kin. Surrender your hold on outer goods, and shed attachment to their need. For then will your tree have room to root and the space to spread its flowers and leaves. The heart of your tree will glow like the sun and offer an abode that never fails. You will be the love. You will have won that which you sought, but which was veiled. This is why the tree is sacred. They remind us of our true essence, the tree that has never fled, the divine power that always blesses us. So I hope you enjoyed that. I do have some infinite movement and stillness to share with you from Gaia as well. And this is still focusing on the upper body, the head and neck and shoulders, since we still do have the head and ajna defined, as I'll show in a chart that I will put up, for the next couple of weeks until Uranus moves out of the 24th gate. So for this movement part of this, please only participate if you feel comfortable taking full responsibility for the wellness of your physical body. These are gentle movements, but as we know, anything including sitting can be harmful if taken to extremes. So when in doubt, just don't do it, but you're welcome to watch and see what you think. So we're going to check in first on the range of motion of our neck, and I want you to just look as far as you can comfortably over whatever shoulder you want to use. I'm going to use my right shoulder. And again, don't strain at all. Just look, and even if it's only this far, that's fine. Pick a point that's as far as you can look comfortably, and just remember what that point is, and then we're going to check in again after we've done the movement. So we'll raise that arm, and we'll begin that figure 8 motion. And as we go forward with the arm, we're going to turn the head this way. And as we go back with the arm, we're going to turn the head the other way, only as far as is comfortable. We're just going to do this a few times, just feeling those muscles, engaging, nothing strenuous, almost like just a little hug of those different muscles. Just waking them up, observing how that feels, and that should be enough. So let's again look over that shoulder, and I can see quite a bit further. I hope you can too, if you chose to participate. All right, other side, let's check in again. All right, if you've got your point, let's begin the movement of the arm, that infinity pattern, and add the head. Again, only turning and moving as much as is comfortable. Just paying attention, being present in the moment to how those different little muscle groups feel. And I'll call that good. All right, let's check in one more time. And again, my range of movement has increased. I do have some scar tissue on this side, so that's always my most difficult side, but I still see improvement with these types of movements. And so now for the stillness. Let's just take a few cleansing breaths. As we breathe in, bring it down into the belly. And as we breathe out, letting it all go. Again, as we breathe in, feel our roots extending down into Mother Earth. And then feeling the nourishment that she sends up through those roots, up through our chakras, our root chakra, our sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, and feel those branches coming out through the top of your head and your leaves unfurling. taking in the energy of the sun too. And just like in the poem, feel that energy running up and down along your spine, expanding. This is the time of year when I feel so much gratitude for evergreen trees. But when it comes to the trees of our being, these electromagnetic toroidal biofields, your tree can be whatever kind of leaves you like. It doesn't have to be needles, doesn't have to be evergreen, although your leaves can last as long as you wish. They can change colors, they can flower, they can bear fruit. And with the heart of a tree, the energy, excuse me, clearing my throat chakra. The heart of a tree, the beauty of it is that you can feel love coursing up and down your body, not just in your heart, although sometimes it may feel like it starts there. But you can truly send love throughout your whole body, giving gratitude for all it does for us, that we've been given these lifetimes to experiment and play in the physical, expanding and learning that despite appearances, there are no limits to our love. Namaste, beloveds.